Ay, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options. Real stepper, check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping John at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk on play. But you better not come home like it's street lights. We was young, racing street lights. Carefree was the best time. Fast forward, daydreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good?
Oh, don't it feel good? Back it like
Don't it feel good?
Give me your
How you
coffee.
feel? Turn it up a notch, pop out clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day, you deserve a day off. Working for too long, gotta kick back. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this shit. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. Where we at? We just chillin'. Where we at the spot. What time? Anytime. Link up, pull up on me. Where we at? We just coolin'. The chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good?
Don't it feel good?
Don't it feel?
Oh, good morning. Grab your cup of cough. Oh, yeah, baby. It's a new day. Got a little different music for you today because it's a new day. Cashman, Booney, Hal, can you do better? Can you guys do better? That's my question. Can you do better? Yeah. Yeah. That is the question, folks. That is the question we gotta ask. Can we do better? And the good thing is, we get in there, baby. It starts tonight. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I should have started it like that. Bone Thugs and Harmony, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. That would have been a nice one. But see, that's why I got you guys here to tell me these things. But then again, I'd get slapped. I'll get a little slappy of the copyrighty, if you know what I mean. But good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us here on All Rise and Shine. Because guess what? You got to have your cup of coffee in the big time because there's nothing better than it, baby.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Problem with my cup of coffee in the big time today has been sitting here for a little while. So my cup of coffee in the big time is no longer as hot as I usually like my cup of coffee in the big time. But that's okay because we have a lot to discuss today, guys. Here at NYYU, today is basically a new day for the New York Yankees, and we are going to discuss that, and we are going to celebrate that. Now, by all means, I want to say something really quickly. to let everybody understand where we stand in this whole conversation. Are the Yankees force feeding us these kids right now because the season has been a shit show? Yeah. Yes. But it's also something I'd been calling for a long time. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, it's just the Yankees trying to butter us up, put us in the oven, and we come out fresh and crispy. That's not the case here. I'm not going to do that. Because we are getting the youth. We are getting the young guys called up. And as always, guys, you already know this show is about you. All Rise is about the fans of NYYU who, again, by the way, guys, showed up and showed out yesterday in a way that I had calls from many of you that have my personal number and just literally telling me, Pete, what you have here is special. Do not slow down. Keep going. Keep pushing. And you guys already know I say this to you guys all the damn time. This is still just the start. Wait until you guys see what we have in store for you next year. You're talking about the complete coverage of everything Yankee related. It is getting closer and closer to the vision that I originally had going back a couple of years ago in what this would be. So again, guys, I thank you for that. We got TC Steels in here. Dan Dog, my guy. Dominican American Macho King, because if Macho King's not here, it's not a party.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Desiree Conrad, Devin Cerna. I got your name right now. You tell me once, I'll probably get your name right, okay? Angelo Jocko, Chris Perez Jr., Shane McNeil, Grace Monroe, Medina, my guy. Anthony Medina, my guy. Killer Joe. Killer Joe is up in the house. Killer Joe up in the gym this morning. That's the way to get it, folks. Get that dopamine running in the brain. You'll be feeling much better about yourself. Benny Big Arms. How you doing, Benny Big Arms? Sean Masahiro Tanaka in here. What is going on, my guy? Dr. Hitskins. How they do? Ooh, he's the Cupcake Cowboy. I can't do the whole yeehaw. The yeehaw doesn't blend well with me. You know what I'm saying? Ronaldo, Marco, Brett Alexander, my guy. Guys, I know many of you all have already got your merchandise for NYYU and what you guys, again, did for yesterday. I just want to repeat, and I just want to say again, thank you guys so much. We are building something so damn special. It gives me so much damn excitement. Every morning I wake up and my eyes go, oh my God, another day. And I'm excited to have another day. So here we are. Yankees Farm, who might just be the happiest guy besides for Jason Dominguez today. Yankees Farm might just be the happiest guy on planet Earth today that is not named Jason Dominguez. He is, of course, the president of the Jason Dominguez fan club. And of course, folks, we're going to be discussing Jason Dominguez today. But first and foremost, I got to do something that you guys always hate that I do, but I have no choice because we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. All right, here it is. Oh, God, it's still so ugly. Will it ever get better? I don't know. There it is, folks. 65 and 69. The Yankees are 18 and a half games out of the AL East. 10 and a half games out the wild card. They're 5-5 over their last 10. They won 3 of 4 against the Detroit Tigers and had a very good chance of winning yesterday's game. They end up, Anthony Volpe has a huge moment, hits a big 3-run home run with 2 outs. He's all tied up, ready to rock and roll. The Yankees end up losing it. Glaber throws the ball away. And it just kind of, here's what it does. It does this right here, right, guys? I'm going to pull it back up for you here. But this is what happened yesterday.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
That's exactly what it was with the Yankees yesterday, right? Once we thought we were out, they tried to pull us back in. Then like, nah, go ahead, go home. It's all right. It's all good, guys. Don't worry about it. Go to sleep, relax. It's over. We're done. But again, speaking of Anthony Volpe, I do want to start there because we got to give the young kid some credit. He's taken a lot of flack this year by a lot of people, including myself at times in the season. But baseball's a hard game. Baseball's a tough game. Not everybody comes up and they hit 320. There's not a lot of 300 hitters in Major League Baseball anymore at all. So it is hard to change your focus into what this game has become compared to what it used to be. But Anthony Volpe is the first Yankee rookie ever to pull off a 2020 season. And guys, the one thing I think you could talk about Anthony Volpe is I want to shout out my good friend Dane Huber, who me and him talked about this a lot in the offseason. We were telling people before people were getting super excited, calm down, because there are some flaws that we have heard about through advanced scouts that we both speak to about, chasing pitches, two-strike approach, swinging and missing at off-speed pitches, things of that nature. But here's the thing that you always want to see, especially from a player like Volpe, because he is very high Q. And there's nothing that you see from Volpe goes, whoa, everything stands out. There's not a real tool from Volpe that you go, damn. But his baseball IQ is so high that even scouts would say, we believe he's going to adjust because he's able to do that. And that's what he's done. I think it's like his last, I want to say maybe 40-something games, 50-something games, something along those lines. But Anthony Volpe is hitting like 256, almost at 800 OPS. And look, that is what the expectation was of who this guy really was. If you really watched, the comparison to Derek Jeter was only in the position, just like the comparison of Spencer Jones and Judge is only in the height. They're not the same type of ball player at all. Anthony Volpe has more power than Derek Jeter has. Derek Jeter has way better hand-eye coordination and back control than Anthony Volpe has. They are different ball players. Their body types are very different. But Anthony Volpe, guys, I will say this, has put himself in a position to say, kid, you are indeed a Yankee mainstay. You're there. We know you're there. This one has worked. And I know it's early. Anything can happen moving forward. But baseball is a game you cannot predict. But what you can look at right now and go, if he is more of the guy that we have seen over the last 50 games or so, you got to be happy. You got to be happy with it. And he has done that. Do I believe that Volpe is a better second baseman and he would be better overall at second base? Yes. I've said that for a long time. I continue to say that. But again, that is not a knock on the kid's game. Not a knock on his game at all. Let's go ahead and jump into our first voicemail of the day. I'm going to talk about some minor news. Then we're going to get to a lot of voicemails. And then we're going to discuss Jason Dominguez. We're also starting a big game season live tonight, guys. We're starting 30 minutes early. Myself and my good friend Kevin of the Bronx or Nothing podcast will be live. You know I needed Dominican support. You know I needed Dominican support tonight with Jason Dominguez coming on board. And I got the Leyenda on deck. I got the Brugal on deck tonight.
El Diablo.
It just had to happen, folks. So let's get to the first voicemail. Then we're getting things going, baby.
Hello, Pete. Just so you know, I'm excited about a lot of these Yankees news, but a lot of this stuff should have been done before the All-Star break so that the Yankees would have a better shot at actually making anything happen. Take care. Bye now.
Yeah, I mean, 100% agreed. I mean, look, that voicemail is short and to the point, and I agree with it 150%. 150% I agree with what he just said. The New York Yankees, as of right now, could have very easily started this process early. They did not do that. They decided to wait on this process and almost have to be forced into calling these guys up to try to give the fans something to look forward to next year. I do have a problem with that to a degree, but again, I am happy they're at least doing it and giving these guys a shot. Because I do think if Dominguez is coming up now, that means he's in the plans for next year, to likely start. And we're going to get into Hal Steinbrenner's comments. We're going to talk about that. He made some comments about the organization as a whole and what he's looking to do. But I do want to play this from Harrison Bader. As you guys know, this was like basically his exit interview in a job. In a job where you have an exit interview, I'm going to give Harrison Bader a little bit of time here today and get his final thoughts of when he was moved over to the Cincinnati Reds. So let's listen to Bader.
It just means so much to me to be a New York City kid playing in the Bronx for the Yankees. And, yeah, it's just really special for a lot of reasons. So there's just a lot of good moments, and I'm just really excited because regardless of the situation, no one can ever take the fact that I put that uniform on growing up in that city, which means a lot to me and a lot of people who support the Yankees for all these years. So I'm just very, very excited and thankful for the opportunity. And man, that was special. So I appreciate everything with you guys, and yeah, we'll just see where it takes us. So I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, and the reason why I played that, because that is spot on right there. Who said that? That was TC Steele said Bader is a class act. 100% a class act. Look, at the end of the day, Harrison Bader was traded for Jordan Montgomery. I broke that news very, very early that morning. I was getting a little nervous, to be quite honest with you, because it was like 5:55 and nothing happened. The deal wasn't even announced yet. And I was told that at like 11 in the morning that deal was already in place. Put that on Twitter. And then the deal happened. And I still like the deal to this day. I understand why the Yankees did that deal. I get it. The Yankees brought him on board because how many times can you find an elite center fielder? And they probably felt their analytical department could do some adjustments to his swing and make him a lot better, a lot more power. Even if the average is 250, maybe he becomes a 15, 20 plus homer guy. 20 plus is probably what they were shooting for. It didn't happen. It didn't work out that way. Jordan Montgomery moved on. He would not have been the same pitcher with the Yankees, folks, that you're seeing now. And he even came out and said that. Jordan Montgomery said the New York Yankees did not allow me to throw as many fastballs as I wanted. So again, I'm not going to sit here and boo-hoo-hoo that Jordan Montgomery was traded for Harrison Bader when at the time of that deal, I understood why they did it. They were looking to add another starting pitcher. It didn't happen at that deadline. Again, whether you see that as a failure on Brian Cashman or another failure on Brian Cashman, fine. But I understand where the Yankees were trying to go with that one, and it didn't work out. So again, I wish Harrison Bader all the best in Cincinnati. But let's go ahead and continue on with the voicemails. The line is open, folks. I don't know if we're going to get to all of them today because I do have a lot to talk about with Dominguez and then, of course, Hal Steinbrenner's comments that I do want to cover today.
Hey, Pete, Dr. Hitskins.
You at the helm are at the gates door of the castle where Hal and Cashman are sitting, eating tea and crumpets. And after 3 years of that pounding,
you reading us a book?
saying we're starving. Please help us in the situation that we're in right now.
Interesting.
Hal looks to Boone, and Boone says, well, Hal, I'm pretty much out of cupcakes.
Okay.
So I really don't know what to do at this point as he throws up his hands. Cashman walks in the door and says, hey, I have an idea. Let's give them cake. Hal says, yes, let's give them cake. And Hal, with a waiver of his hand, gives all the masses and fans cake. And as the cake descends upon the fans say, thank you, Hal. Oh, the cake tastes so good because they're starving. Basically, that's what Dominguez and Wells is right now. We're starving fans, and we're getting Dominguez and Wells. Right now, the cake is going to be tasting so good because we've been starving for so long, and I do hope that they pan out. After we eat the cake, I have a feeling we're still going to be starving. Take care, Pete.
Hey, look, I performed drama in school. I thought it was fun. This car said mental health is real. Don't do my guy Dr. Hitskins like that, damn it. Don't you dare do my guy Dr. Hitskins like that. Dr. Hitskins was just showing off some talent. The man's a stage performer. Look at that. That was a one-man show. It was like watching the Bronx Tale with Jazz Palminteri. That's what it was like right there. It was like watching the Bronx Tale live. He was coming out.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
That's what he was doing right there. He did it all by himself, so I'm not going to be upset with him on that one. But again, the gist of what he's saying right there is that the Yankees have been handed a piece of cake. The fans, hey, here's a piece of cake for you guys. I know you're hungry. Eat up on the cake. Eat up on the cake right now. We celebrate it in the streets. It's the cute piece right now. But again, as I said to start this show, I ain't complaining. Yankee season is done. I've been calling for this since the deadline, a little before the deadline. Trade off assets, bring up the kids, because how can it get worse? Now, I will say this. Everson Pereira and Oswald Peraza aren't doing me any favors because they kind of have been worse for the little bit of amount of time that they've played. But again, in due time. Baseball is hard. AAA to the major leagues is hard. It is not easy. We all know that. This is not an easy game to play. It is very, very, very difficult. Guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up. Get those likeys up. Let's keep it rocking and a-rolling.
They beat Macho King it bet, and I want to give a shout out to the entire underground. Yeah. The word is getting out about NYYU. And if anyone asks Macho King what that means, I'll tell them that it's the school of hard knocks. Yeah. Where you're graded in elbows and knee drops. Dig it. Speaking of hard knocks, yeah. The Martian has been knocking on the door, banging on the door, and the Yankees brass finally wised up. And we get to see this kid play tonight, which I'm excited about, yeah. I wish good luck to Bayer, who's a decent player, but don't fit into the future plans, yeah. And shitty Skunk Mullet can eat trash cans dick. That pointy-nosed jabroni should be fired. But if Harold keeps him around, yeah, should chain her to a short leash ticket. If you notice, Trash Can don't have a chin to speak of, just like this year's team. And Baboon catches the slack just because. Anyhow, everybody enjoy your weekend and go Yanks! Oh, yeah!
I love it. They're always special. They're always special to hear the Macho King coming on board, letting the folks know what is good. And yeah, folks, you already know right there what is good. Baboon. That's what he calls Aaron Boone. Baboon gotta go. Baboon gotta go. Baboon gotta go. That's simple. Eric.
Hey, Pete, couple of thoughts come to mind. Number one, it's Martian Day. Hopefully he gets to play today. Number two, I guess the Milwaukee phone system just got a little bit more stinky because here comes City Stoke moment to the Milwaukee system. I don't know what to want from him, but have a good day, everybody.
Yeah, Josh Donaldson heading on over to the Milwaukee Brewers. Likely signed a minor league deal. And guys, I'm going to get to a couple of more voicemails, and then we are going to get into the machine. Oh, hey.
Hey, Pete, it's Fast Debbie. How you doing, buddy?
My God.
Real quick.
The GOAT.
It's good they brought all these kids up. We've been calling for just to happen for months now. I think they did it a little late, but you know, whatever it is, my biggest problem with this is I don't want these kids being coached by Boone and his staff.
I agree.
You said it yourself. There's a lot of complacency on this team.
Yep.
Guys not running to first base. Guys pimping for a ball that doesn't go out of the park and then they get thrown out running to second. Guys going to third base on a ball hit to short. There's no fundamentals on this team, and I don't want these young guys learning from this coaching staff. That's the thing that bothers me the most. And I don't know. I'm just praying that they get rid of Boone. I'm doubting it, but I'm really praying they do. And, oh, by the way, I'm their 9-game losing streak. I lost 10 pounds. Who ever heard of a skinny fat bastard? So I got to get back to my ravioli. But, all right, I'll talk to you soon, brother. Take care. Bye.
Fast Eddie, a.k.a. now the skinny fat bastard. You don't find that too often. Fast Eddie is now a.k.a. the skinny fat bastard. Let me tell you something, Fast Eddie. Get back to that ravioli. You know us Italians, it is what it is. We got to eat the ravioli. They want to always try to change our appetites. Don't change our appetites, okay? Don't change our appetites. Put a little extra sauce on there. Have a little gravy. Add so much Parmesan the whole dish turns white. That's what I do, all right? Let's have a good day, everybody. Smacky the likey. Hitty the damn subby. And let's get into a friggin' hype video of the Oh, it begins tonight, folks. Jason Dominguez is coming on up to the majors. He is apparently going to start tonight. He better start tonight because everybody is hyping this mess up, but I don't believe the Yankees are that dumb that they're going to call Dominguez up and say, hey, buddy, it's all right. Sit the bench. It's all good. But here we are. Let's switch on over to this screen right here to look at some of Jason Dominguez's numbers. 2023 MILB stats. Look across the board right here. Across AA and AAA for the little time he was there. 802 OPS, 377 on-base percentage, 265 average. Now, again, some people may hear that 265 average and go, hey, Pete, it's only 265. My dude was hitting like 190 at one point. So I'm just saying. 15 bombs, 89 runs scored, over 456 ABs. Again, guys, look at this number right here. 89 runs scored. We'll scroll down a little more to 2023 overall. Jason Dominguez also with 40 stolen bags. I asked Dane, and I'll ask Yankees Farm, who's in the chat right now. By the way, Devin Nolan, thank you so much, my guy. I appreciate you. Wait, we got Devin Cerna, and is it also Devin Nolan? Because now I'm confused with these names. Whatever. Anyway, brother, appreciate you. Yankees Farm is in here right now. I got to ask this question to Yankees Farm if he's here, because Dane said this. Dane said in his rookie season, which would be next year if he's there the whole way, right? Would he hit? Would he be a 30-30 guy in his first year in the majors? Is that possible? Could you see Jason Dominguez be a 30-30 guy in his first year? And I'm asking Yankees Farm that because he knows about this guy. Again, he is the president of the Jason Dominguez fan club, no doubt about it. He knows a lot about this guy, and I really want to see what his answer on that is. Dane said he believes so. Dane said he thinks he could be a 30-30 guy in his first year. He's that talented. And the other thing we got to remember about Jason Dominguez is he missed a year for COVID. So this kid is still supposed to be pretty raw in that regard of talent-wise, but look how quick he has taken off. Yankees Farm says it's definitely possible, but I wouldn't put him at 30-30 in year one, which is fair because you don't want to up that expectation so high, but it is possible. He does have that type of talent. The thing about him that I like the most, he has great speed. There's not really a downside in him batting lefty or righty. There's not really a downside there. The thing that we need to see, and one of the things that Dane talks a lot about, is that this kid wants the biggest moments. He wants the biggest stage. He wants the brightest lights is what he wants. Dane said, no, I said he would be a 30 double, 30 homer, 30 stolen base guy. So he's upping that even more. Add the doubles in there. Hell, add that too to it. That would be unbelievable if that's the case. But tonight is the night. Guys, again, Game Season Live. Join us early. We are going live tonight. Game is at 8 o'clock. We will be live at 7:30. I want a party. We're going to party today for Game Season Live. We are going to celebrate what could potentially be now and the future of the New York Yankees. On this current roster, guys, we have Jason Dominguez, Austin Wells, Anthony Volpe, Everson Pereira, Oswald Peraza. All those guys are currently on this team, and they may all be in the lineup tonight. We might see all of those guys in the lineup tonight. And how much bigger does it get than Yankees Astros? Justin Verlander on the mound tonight to face the Martian. Maybe even Austin Wells. The matchup is looking rather solid tonight if you take a look at it. Carlos Rodon, who is coming on really back-to-back good performances. We need to see that against Houston tonight. If Carlos Rodon could defeat Justin Verlander today and finish his next couple of outings strong, you again got more to look forward to in 2024, plus that youth movement. That is what we need. Justin Verlander, again, just doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. He doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever. 10-6 with a 3.06 ERA. The guy is just, he's good. Justin Verlander is just good. Yankees don't always hit him well, but he's going to be seeing hopefully some new names tonight in that lineup. And I do believe that you're going to see Wells today because Carlos Rodon had very high praise for Austin Wells when he called him in Somerset. Very, very high praise for him. Very high praise. So we're going to see how that goes, and I am very, very excited for tonight's game. Again, guys, 7:30 start time. Myself, Kevin from the Bronx or Nothing podcast. We got it live for you tonight. Super excited about it. Cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Rod Thompson.
Thank you for being a friend.
Ross says, and another thing that annoys me about Hal and his lack of roster awareness is the simple fact that he plans on hiring an outside consultant to examine their operations. My God, how detached is this owner? Ra, I am going to be getting to that here any minute. Let me get to some voicemails, but then yes, the next topic of conversation is the comments regarding the Yankees overall that Hal Steinbrenner gave to the AP. So we're going to get to that, but let's go ahead and get the voicemails. Let me refresh the page real quick. Okay, next on the voicemail list.
Hey, Pete, what's up, bro? This is Adrian Acevedo, longtime supporter here.
Yo.
Hey, man, quick question, bro. What do you think about the article that came out yesterday about Hal saying that the Yankees are going to bring in an outside source, an outside company to
Might have got cut off right there. I think you might have continued here. Let's see.
Hey, Pete, what's going on, bro? This is Adrian Acevedo, longtime supporter here, man. Quick question, Pete. What do you think about the article that came out yesterday that Hal saying that he wants to bring in outside sources, outside companies to analyze the analytics and evaluate everything, evaluate the Yankees analytics department? What do you think? What do you think of that, Pete? Do you think any big changes are coming? Do you think that's going to make a big difference? Anyways, bro, love your job, love what you do, man. Go Yankees.
Appreciate you, Adrian. Thank you so much, man. And It's funny you talk about it. Let me get to these voicemails. Stay tuned. If you're still watching, Adrian, I hope you are, obviously. Stay tuned. We're going to get to that here momentarily. I do want to get to some more of these voicemails. We got a few locked and loaded. Let's see the next one we have here.
What's up, Pete? It's Tyler here.
Tyler.
Well, it's an exciting day getting to see Dominguez and Wells get to play. And, you know, obviously Dominguez is a switch hitter, so I hope that, I mean, I saw Dane said on your stream yesterday that he could very well be a next superstar in this league. And if you're a switch hitter, I feel like you definitely have a very good chance of doing that. So, I mean, we've had Aaron Hicks. He's a switch hitter. It didn't work out well. Oswaldo Cabrera, not very good at a switch hitter. So hopefully Dominguez, with all the power that he brings, will help us. And then with Austin Wells, like, I think the big question is, will he be able to catch at the major league level? I think he won't have as many problems hitting like Rortvet is doing, but I think behind the plate is where I'm most looking forward to him play if he catches Rodon tonight. But, you know, they have a first tough test against Justin Verlander tonight. So, I mean, I'll tell you what, if Dominguez takes Verlander deep, I'll probably be jumping up and down for joy. So, I mean, if Dominguez comes up here for the last month and that's like, you could say like between 240 and 260, I'll be over the moon, to be honest. Because, I mean, we have Pereira. He's not close to batting 200 right now, so I hope he can get it going because all it takes is one really big game to get these guys going. So, I just gotta hope for the best for all these young kids. But thanks, Pete. Have a great one.
Yeah, Tyler, I'm spot on, man. I agree with you 100%. You know, setting expectations is one thing, but being realistic is another thing. If Jason Dominguez comes up here and he manages at his age to bat above 240, look productive, look good, doesn't look overmatched, you know, maybe make some good plays in center field, shows, hey, I could do this over a full season, I think you got to be over the moon. I think you got to be over the moon right now about it. Everson Pereira is starting to hit the ball a little bit better, still has the strikeouts. Oswald Peraza is definitely starting to hit the ball a little better. Had a hard line out yesterday, a couple of hard fly balls left, a deep fly ball to center field. So I hope, you know, this benching him every other day stops, you know, and play these guys. There is nothing else to play for than 2024. Again, is it going to be hard for a guy like Peraza to hit much higher this year now? Because I think he's like 11 for, it's up there, not 11. He definitely has 11 hits. 1 for, it's not a good number. I forgot what his number is overall, but being up right now, he just hasn't played enough. He hasn't had enough consistency. They got to stop with this sit him a day, what pinch hit him later, pinch run him. No, he's an everyday player. You bred him to be that. Let him be that at the major league level and just see what happens. That's it. Give him the time. He looks like he is close to starting to sting the ball way more than he was. So let's see what happens. But we got some more voicemails before we jump into this. Let's keep it going.
What's up, Pete? It's Devin Cerna.
Devin!
How you doing? How you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Yo, I was just thinking last night.
How you doing?
With Dominguez and Wells coming up at the same time, and with all the pressure that Dominguez has to perform, how much lighter do you think that takes the weight off of Austin Wells' shoulders coming up? I mean,
not bad.
He must be in the catbird seat. You know, he's, you know, got no pressure. Everyone's focused on Dominguez. He was kind of an afterthought. He's got all the credit for Volpe's swing change and everything like that. So everyone already likes him. So, I mean, how crazy would it be for him to come out and be the one that starts off strong as opposed to Dominguez? We might see a little bit of a slow start from him compared to Wells. I just wanted to get your take on that. Thank you so much for that 8-hour stream yesterday. It was awesome. I was there for the whole thing. It was really cool to, you know, be with the chat all day and then go into game season live. So just keep grinding. We're going to be here with you through everything, and take care.
Devin, I always appreciate those type of messages, but To get to your overall point, and DJ Steele says, what's for lunch? Brother, I got no idea what's for lunch today. I'll be honest with you. That's a great question. Now you got me thinking, what is actually for lunch today? I don't know. But getting back to Devin's voicemail, Devin, I want to say, yeah, that is a good point because there isn't a lot of, unfortunately, or fortunately, however you see it, it might be fortunately for Austin Wells. There isn't like this, tunnel vision towards him. It's kind of like the Martian. It's fucking alien invasion time, baby. We're in the Twilight Zone. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. You are now entering. It's like that with Jason Dominguez. There's not the same type of hype behind Austin Wells. So would it shock me if Austin Wells comes up and, like you said, he's kind of a little more relaxed. He kind of gets to blend in and he does well. Not really. It's a good point. And I'm happy you made that point. That's a good one. That is a good one.
Hey, Pete. How you doing?
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 Come andiamo, amici.
Oh, yeah.
Pete, this is Mike from Louisiana, man. I'm calling you to congratulate you for the show and for those hours that you put up yesterday. I would say long hours. Thank you for that, my brother, for real.
Thank you, guys.
Pete, also, let me tell you something. I know that we are doomed already this year. So with the grace of God, hopefully next year we can look into something like we really need that Japanese pitcher.
Yeah.
If we can get at least that Japanese pitcher in Aaron Nola and Cody Bellinger and whoever is going to be playing on third. I don't trust too much that guy who's playing right now, the new Johnson right there. I still don't trust that guy. He doesn't have a bat. So I really prefer if the Yankees, they can actually go after somebody more established, if you know what I'm talking about. So if you can talk a little bit about that, who might be the best fit for the third base. We already know the left field, Bellinger will be the excellent choice. And also he can play first. So with everything, also, before I leave, my man, what can we do with Giancarlo? My God, for Christ's sake, somebody needs to teach him how to swing the ball because I don't know if you have seen him swinging the ball. He has a weird swing. He just did that leg right kick back to the back and swing like a machete. That is no good. But either way, Pete, have a good day. You and your beautiful fiancé, my man. Arrivederci. Bye.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Let me pull this up really quickly, and I'm going to talk about your voicemail. But again, this is right now from Hector Gomez. As we reported, Yankees outfield prospect Jason Dominguez will make his debut tonight. His mother and brothers are ready to be present at Minute Maid Park tonight. So, of course, a great thing, a beautiful thing for his family. As Hector Gomez did break that news that Jason Dominguez was indeed going to be here on Friday. He put that news out there well before everybody else. And I just got to shout out Hector Gomez because Hector Gomez, a lot of times, for whatever reason, gets flack from a lot of Yankee fans. And I told everybody when he reported it, sometimes I know, there's been things he's wrong in the past, but Hector Gomez doesn't report stuff just to report it to get a view. He reports it because he does have good sources, especially in Dominican Republic, to break this news. So very, very exciting time for the family of Jason Dominguez. He's a young kid. He's a stud. He's hopefully going to be a superstar for the New York Yankees. So again, God bless that family. Happy they're ready in Houston, ready to support a family member. It's going to be amazing to watch, and we're all excited about it too because we've also seen this kid grow up in the Yankee system. Yankees farm is like, that's his baby boy. So it's an exciting time. But getting back to your voicemail, Mike, I think who you're talking about is Oswald Peraza, and you're kind of saying, hey, he hasn't been a good hitter, or he's not a good hitter. You got to give the guy time, man. You got to give the guy time. He 100% needs time to become who he's going to become. It's really that simple. Oswald Peraza hit 300 last year. The Yankees played him in the friggin' postseason. Oh, by the way, too, Dominguez is 20. He also missed the season due to COVID. So that does show you the level of talent. You know, he probably could have been up here maybe sooner. Who knows? But he did miss a year because of that. But anyway, he needs time. This is a guy, Peraza, who started in the postseason. And guys, if I ever predicted any damn thing, I predicted that. I told everybody the minute the Yankees made a choice between Volpe and Peraza, what did I say? One of the guys are going to become very disliked by Yankee fans. And guess what is happening, folks? Oswald Peraza is now becoming the guy that fans dislike. They don't like him. He can't hit no more. He can't do nothing. Even though he hit 300 last year for the Yankees in a limited time, and he played great defense at shortstop in a playoff game. Then he came into spring training, struggle, had some eyesight issues, all of that. But right away, as predicted, Oswald Peraza will become one of the public enemies of Yankee fans, just like Estevan Florial did, because the Yankees never gave him a chance. So now everybody goes, oh, he sucks, he's bad, he's this, he's that. Let the kid play the way that Anthony Volpe got to play and see how good of a talent he is. Hell, even if he's a 255 hitter, 250 hitter, with his speed, he could possibly hit more than 10 to 15 homers, easy. Great speed on the bases, good baseball instincts. You want that guy on your team. You want that guy on your team. So before we all have the pitchforks ready for a kid who's done nothing wrong, how about we dial it back a little bit and let the kid get a little bit of time to become comfortable and play baseball? Let's do that before we do that. And when you talk about Nobu Yamamoto, 100% the New York Yankees should get Nobu Yamamoto, 100%. I love this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen of the NYYU press, U for underground, as in where I'd like to put Boone after the season ends, because that's where he belongs. He's been egregious with this team at manager, regardless of what you want to say about the ownership. It's about time we get to see the youth movement up here. I predict Martian might have a showcase against Verlander. It's not far-fetched to see, although it's a big test. The Yankees haven't hit him pretty hard at all.
Yep.
For the most part. I mean, we got lucky to even get those couple of wins. But he dominates us until tonight, maybe. We also get to hear a little bit of the chicken parm story, because I'm sure Marakovitz is probably going to ask him a couple of questions on that, on how he helped fix Volpe's swing and everything. Talking about Austin Wells. Anyhow, good show, Pete. Look forward to hearing from you further, man. Peace out, and fuck the shitty skunk mullet. Thank God he's gone. See ya.
Thank you, Sunil. I appreciate that, my guy. DJ Steels with the super chat.
Thank you for being a friend.
He says, not me, he says. So if anybody wants to beat up DJ Steels, go beat him up. Go ahead. Peraza reminds me of Florial, overhyped. Just so everybody's aware, I think he likes to, poke the bear a little bit in the chat. So don't get too mad at Steels. I love the guy, okay? I love the guy. Let's see what else we got here.
Yeah, Pete, how you doing? What do you think the kids are going to be in the lineup? What number do you think they're going to be? 4 or 5? Or they're going to be, in the bottom of the lineup this tonight? I'd like to know what you think about that. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Where they're going to bat, I'll be honest, I didn't even think about this. I didn't even think about that at all. I didn't think at all about where Dominguez or Wells would even bat in the lineup. The good thing is there's a switch hitter and a lefty, so now you're adding some balance to the team. I know Dane believes that, Jason Dominguez is eventually going to be a really good leadoff hitter, one of those guys that could just hit the ball all over the place. I've always loved the idea of maybe next season you're looking at Volpe, Dominguez, Judge, is the way I could see it. If Jason Dominguez does well, I love the idea of righty, switch, righty, and then whatever you do from that. What if it's Bellinger? Imagine that for an example. Volpe, Dominguez, Judge, Bellinger, righty, switch, righty, lefty. That would be amazing. But we don't know right now. I'm not certain. I'll let the lineup come out. I don't really have a prediction for that, to be honest. Probably lower half. I don't know if Dominguez may be mid-pack, but we'll see what they do with that and go from there. But I don't know what they would do in that regard. But to have our discussion here, because I do want to talk about this. This is from Joe Randazzo at Yankees Librarian. Hal Steinbrenner says an outside company may evaluate the Yankees, the owner told the Associated Press. We're going to take a very deep dive into everything we're doing. We're looking to bring in possibly an outside company to really take a look at the analytics side of what we do. Baseball operations in general, baseball ops. We're going to have some very frank conversations with each other. This year was obviously unacceptable. So I want to read the next line, then we'll discuss even more. Steinbrenner also told the AP September will be a month of evaluations as well. We'll learn a lot in September and we'll learn a lot in the spring. That's why I didn't want to trade these guys away at the trade deadline. We've traded away too many guys the last few years, so I think it will be exciting. And this is, of course, coming from Hal Steinbrenner. Let me just say a couple of things real quick. One, he confirms my report that I put out after the deadline that he did not want any trades whatsoever. Nothing moved. Even in that regard, he's talking about the youth of the team. My understanding was he wanted the roster to stand pat. Don't make any moves. Don't bring anybody in. Leave it alone. Do not sell off players. Leave it as it is. We're 3 games out. We can get in. And it backfired and it did not work. And we are where we are right now. They also decided on not calling these kids up that you wanted to protect, but you didn't want to call them up sooner, which should have been done. So there's already issues with that. Hirsch, my friend, how you doing? When it comes to this idea that we need an outside source to come in, an outside company to come in and evaluate our analytical department. We need an outside source to come in and look at how we are running our baseball operations. Hey, Hal Steinbrenner, I gotta, come here, get closer to me, Hal. Come here, get a little closer. Wait, there we go. Get a little closer to me. Get a little closer. You close enough? You ready? Fucking fire Cashman! This is not hard, Hal! This is not hard. Fire him! Get rid of him! You don't need an outside. You want me to I'll fucking tell you? It sucks ass! It sucks! It's not good. Nothing's working. The guy's failed every fucking 3 years. This guy went there. That guy went there. This trade, that trade backfired. Fire him. You're the boss. Hal, you are the boss of the New York Yankees. It is not hard to simply say, goodbye. You need an outside company to come in and say, hey, Hal, just so you know, that guy Pete Simonetti that you see on fucking Twitter, if you're ever on it, screaming his lungs out on YouTube, yeah, he was right. The organization sucks ass. And you also have Omar Minaya and Brian Sabian, who are 2 of the best baseball executives in your front office, along with, what's the other dude? Jim Hendry, who is known as like one of the best baseball communicators in the planet, in your front office. You mean to tell me you can't get that together? You mean to tell me you cannot get that together? DJ Steele says, Michael Strahan, is that you? Look at that gap. I mean, if I'm the white Michael Strahan, I'll be successful, baby. I like that. I'll open that gap even more, baby, that you could drive through it, okay? All right? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me that you can sit there and say, we need an outside company to come in and tell us what we're seeing on the damn field. It's terrible. It's a horrible product. It's a terrible product. It is not good. It is a bad product overall. It is not a good product. It's obviously you got things wrong with your front office. It's obviously there is a problem with the front office, folks. It's as clear as day. Why do you need an outside source to tell you? Go on Twitter. Go on YouTube. You got enough people telling you it's not working. And the craziest thing is about all this is, again, it's not like I heard somebody say, yeah, Pete, but the problem is he doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what to do. He wouldn't know what to do without Cashman. Guys, you bring in Jim Hendry, you bring in Brian Sabean, and you bring in Omar Minaya, and you go, hey, guys, look, I have an idea. I am thinking of getting rid of a lot of people in our front office. How do we go about this? I want to ask your guys' expert opinion. What do you think we should do? Talk to people. It is called communication. You can't tell me that he has nobody that he can turn to that can lead the guy right. Stop it. Stop it right there. It is idiotic to think that he doesn't have anybody around him when we know who's in the front office that can simply go, here's how I would do it today. Guys, again, let me be the boss for a day. Cashman, Boone, come on in. Just so you guys are aware, I appreciate everything you've done. Aaron, you're fired. We can't have a season finishing under 500. I understand we've had issues, but we are looking to go a different direction. Brian, for you, we go back a long way. I want to keep you in the organization. If you like to, I'd rather it not be a firing because we are friends. We do whatever it is. I want to keep you somewhere, but you're not going to have the same control that you've had before. We are going to hand that over to somebody new. Bada bing, done. Bring in your candidates. Omar Minaya, Brian Sabean, Jim Hendry's a very smart baseball guy. He knows people. Get them all in the room. Here's what I need. You two, Sabean, Minaya, are up for general manager. President of baseball operations, whatever you want to call it. Jim Hendry, I want you to stick around because you're very, very good at communicating and whatever it is that you do great, whatever it is. They got more insight than I do. In the next 48 hours, today is Friday. Fuck it. We got a meeting on Monday. Monday at 10 a.m., I want you guys in my office to give me a presentation of what you would do with this organization, who you would bring in, managerial candidates, coaching staffs, and so on and so forth. I want to know come Monday. Done. It is as simple as that. Win me over. Have good baseball people with you that are in the scouting department that you trust. Have them in that meeting with you and make the change. It is not as hard as people are making this out to sound. He is the boss. All you got to do is, that's it. That's it.
Hey, Pete, it's Jacko. I'm late, I know, but so this thing I just saw on your show, I'm watching, about Hal Steinbrenner saying he's going to bring in all these like outside people. Does that give you any faith that he actually might do something about Cashman? Because it kind of sounds like he wants to make a change, but he really doesn't want to. He just wants the fans to believe he's making a change. So, I mean, does that give you any hope that he's going to actually get rid of Cashman and bring in somebody that can actually, you know, make a change for this team? Anyway, let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye, my friend.
Yeah, Jocko, no doubt, man. I don't know. If somebody were to look at me today and go, you got to give your honest opinion, is Brian Cashman gone? I would simply tell them, no way. I don't think so. I don't care what outside organization comes in. They would probably just, you know, flip it around a little bit potentially and say, hey, you know, we're going to give some more task out, this and that. Maybe that makes things a little better for us. I don't see them getting rid of him. I don't see them getting rid of Brian Cashman and saying, hey, Cash, goodbye, adios, have a great day. I don't see the Yankees doing that at all. And that is not something that any fan should want to hear. But that is my belief until I see it or until I'm told something different that gives me confidence he'll be gone. Aaron Boone, on the other hand, I almost still feel like I'll be shocked if he's gone. But I think he has to be. If the Yankees finish in last place and they're under 500, I think you have to get rid of the manager. I don't care if they're going to sit there and go, we like Aaron with the younger kids coming up. They kind of know him already, and we want to continue to see where that grows. I think that would be a horrible mistake by the New York Yankees. He is too soft. Guys, he is too soft. There is nothing wrong with being a nice guy. There is nothing wrong with being a good guy in that sense. But folks, you need some. And by the way, too, somebody that's tough on people doesn't mean they're a bad guy. Oh, he's not nice. Oh, in your terms, he's not nice. But guess what? He gets me to where I need to be. Best manager I ever had in my career. In my career, when I was in banking, the best manager I ever had was somebody that was always on top of me, saying, hey, no, it's not done like that, Pete. Come on, you're better than that. Do this, do it over. Do it over. That was in there watching me and saying, hey, matter of fact, I'll tell this story. Best manager I ever had. I was working at the time in Bank of America. And everybody called out one day. It was like one of those crazy days where it's like I had one of our largest stores here in Richmond, Virginia. One of the largest stores in this market. And I'm sitting there and I call him up. I say, hey, man, his name was Mike. I said, Mike, everybody's called out. It's me alone today, and we got a packed schedule. And this place is like a Friday. It's always packed. He said, Pete, I'll be there any minute. So me thinking when you got, somebody above you, a higher manager, what are they going to come in? They're going to come in and greet people. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to blah, blah. Come on in. Let me do this. He came in and I see him with his computer. He goes behind the desk and he starts setting his computer up. And I remember saying, I said, Mike, what are you doing? He goes, I'm going to work. He goes, I'm just going to be your banker today. Don't worry about it. Let's get this thing done. Don't worry about nothing else. Let's help as many people as we can and move on. And he worked a full shift morning to night. We didn't leave that night till about 8:00, but he worked the whole thing. Did the whole shift. And I remember saying, that is what a good leader does. That is what a good leader does. They can tell you when they're bad, but they also got your back when they need to have your back, and you are right. That is a good thing. Aaron Boone's not that guy. Aaron Boone cannot sit there and criticize a player, but then also pat them on the back. Everything with him is patting on the back, patting on the back, patting on the back, patting on the back. Sometimes a young player needs to get looked at and go, hey, look, this doesn't happen here. The next time you do that, you're done. You're not playing. Do it again, and you're not playing again. Then he can hit a homer. There you go. That's how it's done. That's how. Get back out there. Let's go. He is not that type of guy. That is not who he is. These kids need a manager who is going to push them very, very, very hard to win. They need a manager that is going to micromanage in many regards, set high expectations, and expect him to meet it. That's simple. How Joe Girardi was, but different than Joe Girardi in that sense. Maybe somebody that does a little more communicating well with younger players. I don't know who the person is. I don't have an idea. But I would really love to see the New York Yankees go out there and get go out there and get a manager who has more experience, who's kind of been there and done that, and grabs the bull by the horns and goes, we're here to win. We are here to win. It's that simple. Forget all the nonsense. Forget everything else that happened, guys. This team that I look at right now, I know for a fact we can win, and we will play every single day to win. That's it. That's the expectation. So I'm hoping that is what the New York Yankees will do, and we'll see in this offseason what happens. I think we got one more voicemail. Let's take a listen.
Hey, Pete, I just thought it was a great idea. To manage you, why don't we just put you as manager instead? Screw it and put you as manager. Sounds good to me. It's not like anything else is working. Have a great day, everybody.
Eric, they wouldn't want me to be manager. But again, guys, do me a favor. Hit that likey like you've never hit a likey before in your life. Smacky the likey. Hitty the damn subby. Again, just to give you guys a couple of quick updates. Tonight, 7:30. The game starts at 8. Join us at 7:30 for Game Season Live. I want it to be one of the biggest, well-packed Game Season Lives that you guys pull off this year. Spread it out, share it out. Make sure you hit the like button immediately when Game Season Live begins, guys. It is the debut of Jason Dominguez, likely, I'd hope, and Austin Wells, I'd also hope. We get to look forward to 2024 really starting today with all these guys in this lineup. Be there, guys. Hit the like button immediately. It'll be myself and my guy Kevin from the Bronx or Nothing podcast. Get your NYYU merch, guys. We got awesome merchandise, even more coming out. And last but not least, September 23rd is now a few weeks away. We are here in September. I'll be seeing you guys at Yankee Stadium very, very soon. We got 17 tickets left for the event. We will sell out. I guarantee that. Get your tickets today if you're in the area. You do not want to miss it, guys. The events are phenomenal. We have an amazing time. We're going to have a ton of footage this year. Tons of pictures. Hopefully get you guys with your merch, with your new NYYU merch. It's going to be amazing. Again, guys, much love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. I already got the list written down of all the names who donated more than $49.99 that will be on our website as contributors to building NYYUNDERGROUND.com, which is coming very, very soon, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Scar says 17 out of how many, Pete? 115. We started at 100. We're at 115 is the highest they are allowing us to go. So we're looking to have that entire thing sold out. Warren France, what's up, brother? Anybody who has joined late, rewind back, have a watch of All Rise and Shine, your New York Yankees morning show, guys. Again, it is for you. NYYU. Hope you guys are enjoying the Underground. We got so much more to come for you guys. But again, reminder, 7:30 start time today. 7:30 start time today. Game Season Live is going to be phenomenal. I will see you guys then. Have a great day. Enjoy yourselves and join us at 7:30. Peace out, guys. Talk to you soon.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way down